By doing a month of dry January of not drinking, people do end up having a measurable improvement in their own capacity to say no to a drink in different contexts. Alcohol Concern is the charity that runs Dry January. So this is the national campaign where people are encouraged to stop drinking for a month. Not to stop drinking forever. The idea behind this campaign is that they wanted people just to stop for a while, think about their drinking, and then maybe move on. Some people seem to use it as the start of an effort to quit drinking altogether, but most people stop for a while, go back to their drinking, and having done so, they've maybe thought about the various impacts it might have. They might feel better physically, they might have a bit more money, they might lose weight, whatever it might be. And having done this, having participated in this event, the idea is that maybe they'll go on and think, okay, maybe I will drink a bit less, or maybe I don't need to have another drink in that situation. Another important thing about Dry January is that it gives people an opportunity to say no to a drink in a context when they might otherwise do so. So if their normal routine is come home on Friday night, pull the cork out of a bottle, if instead they go home and say, actually, I'm not going to do that, I'll go for a walk instead, or I'll have something else, that means that they have practice in saying no to alcohol as well. The thing that we've found really interesting in evaluating the impact of Dry January is that most people who try it out actually can make it through. So these are all people who are regular drinkers, they try to give up drinking for a month, and the vast majority do it, and they get through it and they feel fine. Not only do they feel fine, a lot of them say they feel a lot better. Physiological tests show that liver function, blood cholesterol, those kind of things are improved. But from the psychological reports, people say that they feel better, have more energy, better concentration, they're sleeping better, a whole range of benefits that are there. So people experience this as a good thing. Now, that's great, and it's really important that they have those experiences themselves. From our perspectives in terms of health psychology, what we also find is that if we measure them before and afterwards, we find that after doing the month of Dry January, people have more of what's called drink refusal self-efficacy. So you can actually measure how confident people are in being able to say no to a drink in certain situations. And by doing a month of Dry January of not drinking, people do end up having a measurable improvement in their own capacity to say no to a drink in different contexts. And another thing we've found from evaluating the longer term impact of Dry January is that when we follow these people up later into the year, they're drinking less. If you try Dry January and you don't make it through, your drinking goes down a little bit. But if you try it and you make it through, your drinking goes down even further. The thing I like about this kind of work is when we actually get to the point where you see you've developed some kind of intervention and the results start coming in and you think, actually, it's made a difference, it's been worthwhile.